Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is lesson number 15 from Tajweed course, Tajweed Guide to Read Write, Book 1. We finished last lessons from section 1. It's like the beginners, for beginners, how to recognize the sign in Mus'haf, how to know the Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra, the Sukoon, the Tanween, and how to read all these signs. And then in section 2, it's like the intermediate course or level. We will learn how to apply or how to read the signs, plus applying the rules of Tajweed, and how it's very important to read the Quran properly as it was revealed on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we started this section with basic information about the Quran. If you know it, it's okay. If you don't know it, so it's like new knowledge or new information that you know, because some of the students don't know this information. So we know that the Quran is divided into 30 juz, and each juz is divided to 2 hizb. So each juz has 2 hizb. So the hizb is like the half of the juz, and then each hizb has 4 quarter or ruba. We call it ruba. So if you finished 4 ruba, that means you finished 1 hizb. If you finished 8 ruba, that means you finished the whole juz. So of course some people use this in their daily recitation, or when they practice for ijazah with the sheikh, that each time they finished 4 ruba with reading or from memory with the sheikh. So you have to know how to use it, or of course each ruba starts with this sign. So you start from this sign until you find the next sign in Mus'haf. Each ruba is about 2.5 pages, and starting of course we said from this sign. And each juz is about 20 pages. If the ruba is 2.5, so that means that the whole juz is about 20 pages, 8 ruba, and all this of course in Mus'haf al-Madina copy, or the Quran of Medina. The number of the surah in the whole Quran is 114. But in juz 30 we had, or the juz 30 has 37 from this surah, from the 114. The place of the prostrate or the sajda, because also sometimes you find this sign in the Mus'haf but you don't know what to do. Okay, so this symbol in most of the copy of the Quran, if you see it, you have to do sujood or prostrate. So there is 15 places in Quran where you are asked to do this sujood. So if you want to know these places, you could check the surah here. This is Surah Al-A'raf, and this is the number of ayah, and then Surah Al-Ra'd, ayah 15, Surah Al-Nahl. So the name of the surah here. So if you found one of these signs, you could do this sujood. To see this sign from the Mus'haf, let's look to the page of the Mus'haf. So as we could see here, this is Surah Al-Alaq, the last surah that has sujood. So at the end of the ayah, you will find the sign to do sujood, and before this you will find a line on the top of the word that make you do this sujood. So here wasjud, so starting from wasjud, that's why you're supposed to do this sujood. So after you finish the ayah, and when you find this, you do this sujood. So this is the sign of sujood. Also we could check the sign of the ruba. So also this is how the sign or the symbol of ruba looks like in the Mus'haf. You will find it like this. So with this sign, it means that we finished the previous ruba and we're supposed to start a new ruba. So this is the sign of the beginning of this ruba, and also sometimes it's also mentioned here on the margin of the Mus'haf that there is the beginning of the Ruba'. So with this is just basic information that you need to know about the Quran. Next, we will talk about the levels of reading. There are 3 levels of reading in Quran. These levels approved, and the ulama of Tajweed use it. The first level is called At-Tahqiq. At-Tahqiq is reading the Quran slowly and with, of course, observation or observing the rules of Tajweed. This level it is used in learning or in Quran academic places or institute. When you teach someone and you need to read slowly so he could recognize the rules. Okay, so most of the time they use it in learning. The opposite is Al-Hadr. So Al-Hadr is a swift method of reading the Quran with also observation of the rules of Tajweed. So when you read with Hadr, of course it's a faster little, but still using the rules of Tajweed. You can't read quickly and drop the rules or drop gunna or mad. And that's why we suppose that the beginner don't listen to any qari that use this way or read with Hadr, because most of the time they feel they didn't apply any rules. He didn't read with Tajweed rules. No, he applied the Tajweed rules, but of course the timing of each rules is still shorter than the one in Tahqiq. And then the third level is called At-Tadwir. It is a reading level between the 2 above levels, also with preserving and observing the rules of Tajweed. So for example, when I read the Basmala, I say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Of course, each letter very clear. The mad at the end, we apply the mad Arif for count. So when I do the same with Hadr, I will say it faster later. I say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I still applying the rules of Tajweed, but of course the time of the mad here, the 4 count here, is still shorter than the 4 count in Tahqiq. The mad that has 2 count is still shorter than the mad in Tahqiq, the same 2 count. The Hadr is used when most of the students wanted to revise their recitation and memorization. So I finished the whole Quran and I want to revise my juz, so I need to read more than 1 or 2 or 3 juz per day. So of course I will use this way to make me read more parts or more juz. Also in Salah, like in Taraweeh or in like Sudais or Shirim, read with this way in Kaaba, because sometimes you have when you are Imam and you have old people or maybe someone sick, so you don't want to make the Salah difficult for him, so you could use this way or the Hadr. And the Tadwir is in between. It's not reading quickly like Hadr or slowly like Tahqiq. And then the third word, the Tartil, is applied to the 3 levels. So when you read with Tahqiq, you still apply the Tartil. When you read with Hadr, you still apply the Tartil. When you read with Tadwir, you still do the Tartil. The Tartil was, Allah said this in the Surah Al-Muzammil, in Ayah 4, when he ordered the Prophet ﷺ and said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Even from this ayah, that's why the ulama of Tajweed said that reading with Tajweed is obligatory for each Muslim to apply the rules of Tajweed. So the Tartil, when Allah said this ayah, the companion asked Sayyidina Ali, what is the meaning of Tartil? So he said Tartil means تجويد الحروف ومعرفة الوقوف. So تجويد الحروف ومعرفة الوقوف means applying the rules of tajweed on the letter. Huruf means letters. So that means he said you have to read with applying the rules of tajweed on each letters. That means the science of tajweed. And معرفة الوقوف, this is other science, or it's like the second part in tajweed rules. We teach this part at the end of the course. The علم which called علم الوقف والابتداء. This علم, or this means the stopping and the starting, concern how to stop and where to stop, how to start, from where you could start, and where also you could start on, or how to start. So it's big section in tajweed, but it's the one who study this must has at least a good background about the Arabic grammar and tafsir, because if you don't know the meaning, how you know where to stop? Because sometimes the stopping could give a bad meaning. So Sayyidina Ali said that the tajweed al-huruf wa ma'rifat al-wuquf means without these two signs, the rules of tajweed and the ilm al-waqf wal-ibtida', you can't read the Quran properly. So reading the Quran properly as it was revealed, it's very important to apply or to learn all these rules and these two signs. So with this, inshallah, we finish this lesson. Inshallah, next we'll try to talk about the mistakes in Quran, and I hope you get benefits from this episode. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.